Kai meticulously scrubbed the rocks glasses, holding each one to the dim light, examining for water spots and putting those he found unsatisfactory back into the dishwasher. If a job is to be done at all, it has to be done right, even if it was just to keep up appearances. There were only 2 patrons at the bar, one at either side. On his left was an attractive but forlorn-looking young man with sandy, ruffled hair. All he'd ordered since Kai's shift began were 2 ginger ales. The kid had just stared into the glass until he noticed the ice had melted, then ordered a new one. To Kai's right, his target, one Edward Messenger. The dossier didn't fudge Messenger's description. A little stout, late 30s, greasy, slicked-back hair, and an overall swarthy disposition. He was able to hold his own when it came to the drinks. In 30 minutes, he'd consumed 2 screwdrivers and 2 glasses of Castlemaine Draft Lager, without looking ill from the combination. The music playing in the speakers faded out as the DJ mounted his station and began loading his turntables. A steady stream of clubbers seemed to come out from the black-painted woodwork, and within 60 seconds, the dance floor was filled, as were the other seats at the bar. Kai, ever the dutiful bartender, filled orders without stop for 15 minutes. When the first rush wore off, he washed his hands and splashed his face at the prep sink. Patting his face dry, he looked nonchalantly into the mirror. Behind him, he noted 3 couples of men at the center of the bar, each focused on nothing but the person they were flirting or necking with. On one end, the ginger ale customer, ice melted, swizzle stick with the speared cherry at the end anchoring the bottom of the glass. And at the other, Messenger, swiping at his phone screen and half off his stool. Kai pulled his left wrist to his face as if to examine a cuff or to wipe his brow. "Subject preparing to move," he muttered. Grabbing a glass and the soda gun, he pushed the ginger ale button and looked into the mirror. The DJ cupped one headphone over an ear and pumped his free thumb into the air 3 times in sync with the beat. "There's my confirmation," Kai thought. Mukin has a lock on him. In one smooth motion, Kai whirled towards the ginger ale customer, pushed one untouched glass to the side and nudged a new one in position. "I'm not one for cliches," he said, pulling a bottle of whiskey from the top of his workstation. "But if there's anyone in need of a chat with a bartender, it's you." Thumbing the nozzle off the bottle, Kai poured a shot into the ginger ale and another into a clean glass for himself. Getting no reply, he clinked his glass against the customer's. Sad Boy blinked a few times, suddenly aware that he was being spoken to. He looked at the fresh drink. No thank you," he whispered. He sounded near tears. "I really should be heading out. How much is that?" "Nothing until you drink it," Kai said, slinging the bar towel over his shoulder. "Which you will. Orders from the friendly neighborhood bartender." The faintest of grins appeared in the corner of the young man's mouth. He took the cocktail and raised it in salutation to the barkeep before taking a swig. Kai tossed his shot back, gave the kid a full-mouthed grin, and turned back to the prep sink. Kai covertly spat the liquor back into the glass and emptied it down the spout. "Fuck," he thought more wistfully. "If there's anything I miss about that mortal life, it's the ability to knock back the occasional drink."